Golden Glegg, scientists can discover new stars, but he cannot make one. He would have to ask an engineer to do it for him. As stated by Queen Elizabeth, engineering is about using science to find creative and practical solutions. You might be wondering, why am I quoting these lines to you? Well, it is because in this video, I will tell you something about engineering in medieval era.
What is engineering? According to Jimmy Lucas, engineering is the application of science and math to solve problems. Engineers figure out how things work and practical uses of scientific discoveries. Scientists and inventors often get the credit for innovations that advance the human condition, but it is the engineers who are instrumental in making those innovations available to the world. In this video, I will tell you something about engineering in the medieval era. Medieval era is believed to have started with the fall of the Roman Empire in 476 AD and to have lasted about 1,000 years. It is also called Dark Ages because the great civilizations of Rome and Greece had been conquered. Irrigation and water supply were made from a series of pipes, tunnels, canals, and bridges. Gravity and the natural slope of the land allowed aqueducts to channel water from a fresh water source like spring or lake to the city. Roman aqueduct systems were built over a period of 500 years from 312 BC to 226 AD. Now, let's jump to the construction in medieval era. Glenmore Dam. According to the official website of the city of Calgary, Glenmore Dam was built in 1933 together with the Glenmore Water Treatment Plant. They were built to provide drinking water to the Calgarians. They supply over 1.3 million Calgarians and surrounding communities with high-quality drinking water. Next is the Old London Bridge. The most famous bridge of that time is the Old London Bridge, under the direction of a priest, Peter of Colechurch. It began in the late 12th century and completed on 1209. The bridge was designed to have 19 pointed arches, each with 7.2 meters span and resting on piers 6 meters wide. Next is the Mono Bridge. Mono Bridge features 3 separate ribs of stone under their arches. Rib construction reduced the quantity of materials needed for the rest of the arc and lightened the load on the foundations. Next is the new roads. New roads were built from medieval towns. The roads were more natural, meaning not straight or metal. The roads were built in 3 layers: large stones, mixture of road material, and a layer of gravel. Thomas Telford and John McAdam are credited with the first modern roads. John McAdam is also known as the father of modern roads. Let's move on to the castles and cathedrals. Castles and cathedrals were the greatest construction projects. Revival of stone buildings began in the 9th century, and the Romanesque style of architecture began in the late 11th century at the end of the Roman era, and many Roman building techniques were lost. In the medieval era, there are two types of buildings that were built: the religious medieval buildings and the military medieval buildings. The religious medieval buildings design included a nave, transept, and altars. Military buildings helped the lords and kings to protect themselves. In order to provide protection to their subordinates, lords and kings ordered to construct large castles and fortified walls. Medieval castles were built from the 11th century CE for rulers to demonstrate their wealth and power to local populace, to provide a place of defense and safe retreat in the case of attack. It also helps to defend important sites like river crossings, passages through hills, mountains, and frontiers, and it is a place of residence.
It is truly hard to live in the past, knowing what we have now. But thanks to the engineers before, they made our lives more easier today.